Peace everyone, Unmask here, and welcome back to day 27 of Inktober. We're down to the last just few days. Inktober is really starting to come down to a close, so I hope that you guys have been enjoying the journey so far of the mini chibis that have been taken place throughout this month. Before I go on too much longer, let me share your artwork from yesterday's prompt. Yesterday's prompt was dark, so you guys had a lot of interesting ideas for that. And then today's prompt is coat, which is an interesting one. So I look forward to seeing how you guys interpret this prompt in your artwork. So be sure to share that in the Unmask Family Facebook page so that I can share it tomorrow on tomorrow's live stream. And anyways, so today I am going to be drawing two people, partially because the picture was of two people. I'm going to be drawing Tatiana and Andre. So that's who I'll be making chibis of today. They had a really cute picture, mom and son, I presume, and so I decided to use that pose to create their chibis here, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, hey there, Sergio, Gihan, Marianne, and Sneaks. Good to see all of you. Over the weekend, I got a comment on, I think, Friday or Saturday's live stream or something like that, and they asked if I could stream a little bit later so that they could participate. And so here I am, streaming a little bit later on my Sunday. Yeah, I'm just going to get right into the sketches here. I did a quick little sketch before the live stream started, and I've kind of been drawing most of the day already. I don't know if you guys saw it on Instagram or Facebook, but I finished my photorealism challenge that I gave myself back in September. I did one live stream working on it back in September, so I don't know if you guys remember, but yeah, I finished that this morning. I got up around. I started drawing around 6 in the morning, and I don't know. I probably worked on it for like 3, maybe 4 hours or something like that to finish it up. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with the outcome. If you haven't seen it, let me just grab it real quick. So here's what it looks like. Yeah. So overall, I spent about 100 hours. Give or take a couple hours or whatnot on this project, and I never rushed it. That was the that was the key. I never really tried to do something photorealistic before. All of my work that I've done up to that project, I've always left parts of it looking like a drawing for the sake of it to look like a drawing. And I came across some artwork recently, I'd say maybe in the past couple months or so, and it was very photorealistic, colored pencil work. And the more I thought about it, I was like, man, how do they get their colored pencil work to look so photorealistic? And I was like, in my mind, I was thinking, I've tried to get pretty realistic with my colored pencil work. I never really fully felt like I put in the effort to go like full hyper realism or anything, but because I always left it looking like a drawing, I thought, man, how much more effort, or what else do I have to do in order to make the drawing look more like a photo? And so I decided I found this really cool reference photo, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna try to do something as photorealistic as possible. No matter what, I'm just gonna keep working on it and see if I can't actually do it. Because I always felt like if I wanted to do something photorealistic, that all I had to do was like actually put in the effort and try it. And so finally I did, and that's the outcome of it. Real quick, let me say hello to everyone that's come in. Hello, Virginia, Noelani, Myra, Tessa, Tina. I think that's it. Could I recommend a good portrait tutorial, which includes luminance? Well, Sergio, I do have a couple portrait tutorials here on YouTube that I use luminance pencils, but I can assure you that no matter what brand of pencils you use, it doesn't get easier. Like it's not easier with different brands. So it might be difficult to find one exclusively that uses luminance. But I do have a couple, if I'm not mistaken, one or two, one for sure that I use exclusively luminance. So you could check that one out. But I have several. And then my colored pencil portrait course on my website, I use Prismacolor for. So I don't know if you want to try that one or not. But yeah. I don't personally know of a tutorial specifically for luminance. What do I say to the people that say it isn't art? So photorealism, yeah, there's certain people that will, claim that photorealism isn't art. Anybody that says it isn't art doesn't know what art is, so their opinion is relevant from my perspective. So I guess my opinion is that people that say it isn't art, their opinion doesn't matter. Because I define art as something beyond just coloring or painting and things like that. So art is just the expression of an idea, and that can come in many forms. Music, for instance, is art. It's an expression of an idea. Dancing is an art. It's an expression. So if your expression is to create something that looks like a photograph, convincingly looks like a photograph, it's still an expression. So I don't yeah, I wouldn't give somebody with that opinion too much of my time. Oh, hey there, Amanda. Hopefully you can get your baby down. Oh, good morning, Andrea. Good morning, Shadow. Andre, my chibi of Andre kind of reminds me of Conan the Detective. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that manga or anime, but it's one of my favorites. One of my favorite anime is Conan the Detective, or Detective Conan. It's one of those two. Or no, it's called Case Closed, but the child detective is Detective Conan. Yeah, that's what it was. It's been a long time since I watched it. Oh, hey there, Anna and Gabriella. Good to see you as well. Good for you, Myra. That sounds like a fun trip. Yeah, take plenty of pictures of your on your vacation for references later on. Oh, and also before I forget, since everyone's here now, don't forget to pick up your Unmask family hoodie or sweatshirt or T-shirt. I noticed a couple of you ordered T-shirts instead of hoodies. But I ordered a hoodie, so hopefully it will be here in a couple days. I'm hoping that it will be here before Inktober is over, so that I can wear it before Inktober is over. Today is actually, I don't know if you guys noticed, but today's the first day of Inktober that I can stream without a hoodie on. It feels weird. It feels really weird to be able to stream without a hoodie. It's actually been it's actually like the weather has just been like the perfect, most ideal fall weather like imaginable. Like you go when you go outside, you got to wear a hoodie. It's still pretty chilly, but it's just cool enough that you need to wear a hoodie, but it's not too cold that your hands get cold. So you stay perfectly warm with just a hoodie, and it's the best weather. In my opinion, it's the best weather because you can go out for a walk wearing a hoodie and be perfect, right? Just absolutely perfect. But if you want to do something like an activity outside, like riding a bike or playing soccer or basketball or something, then you're just perfect without the hoodie. You don't get like super hot and sweaty like you would in the summer. That's why fall weather is like the most ideal for doing stuff. Oh, thank you, Sneaks. I missed that. I missed that comment. Yeah, my wife got me this shirt for my birthday last year, I think. Okie dokie. Well, I have the sketch the sketch here done. Let me zoom in a little bit. Of Tatiana and Andre. I'm trying to practice their names because they're a little bit different. And I I was looking at the family portrait before the live stream, because it's sitting right in front of me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I felt like I was starting to forget. I felt like I was starting to forget names, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know at the end of this stream, I have to name everyone off plus Andre and Tatiana. So I'm trying to use their names a little bit more, so that it stays in my head, because almost every time when I get to the person that I drew the day of, I like am starting to forget their name. Today is your 35th wedding anniversary. That is awesome, Sneaks. Happy anniversary. That is super rad. Yeah. Yes, definitely happy anniversary. I'm trying to get to the 50th anniversary myself here, because I've mentioned it a few times, but in Poland, if you get to 50 years, the president gives you a medal. And I and when I married my wife, I was like, I'm just doing it for the medal. I do want that medal though. 50 years. My wife just has to survive me for 47 more years. I think she can do it. I have faith that she can do it. I think all countries should take note of Poland's tradition of the 50-year anniversary medal. I think I think actually, because marriage is like a really important part of society, just because of the way that the commitment is just a healthy thing in human society. And I think that governments should incentivize like wedding anniversaries. 100%, right? They 100% they should incentivize. Like when you and your spouse get to 10 years, you should get $1,000. Just have $1,000 to for your anniversary gift from the government. I think that's reasonable. Actually, maybe after 10 years, I don't know how many people get to 10 years. So maybe it should be $10,000. You know, $1 for every day you're married, and then when you get to 25 years, half a century, you should, I don't know, get something, and then when you get to, and then every 10 years after that, maybe, I don't know. It could be fun to talk about. A good subject. What What kind of incentives should governments have for years of marriage? I think bare minimum 10 years. 10 years minimum. If you get to 10 years, it should be something, something. But 50 years, I think it needs to be more than a medal. I think if you're married for 50 years, all of your debt should be erased. I think that's reasonable. 50 years of marriage, you get a medal, and all of your debt is erased. There should be an award for people that don't get married. The award for people that don't get married, they get the cooler jobs. The people that don't get married, their reward is that they get discounts on cat and dog food. There should also be an award for people that have kids but don't take them on planes. Or there should be an award for people that have kids but they don't take them in public. No, I feel you, Andrea. No, I'm just thinking of random stuff. But if you think about it, if you pay taxes, and those taxes, they will go to people that have kids. So if you don't have kids, you're, giving families that have kids tax money, because, people that have kids get bigger tax returns or whatever. I don't know what I'd have to do to get a bigger tax return. Probably have to start paying taxes. Speaking of taxes, I gotta pay taxes on Monday. I'm not looking forward to it. I can't believe how much taxes I have to pay. I make like no money. And the IRS wants all of it. When I worked at like just a normal job, when I was working, I never really realized how much, taxes came out of my paycheck for like the year. And now I feel like it's not fair. Still on that not having babies train. Yeah, I'm still on the not have babies train. Um, it's yeah, it's still not the right time. And I know that there's probably no such thing as the right time. I've watched enough romantic comedies to know that that's not a thing. But yeah, it's. I mean, I wouldn't convince my wife right now anyway. She would not be down for that. I can guarantee you that. But I have thought about it a lot more, you know? And we had this conversation, I think, like the first week of Inktober, talking about having kids or whatnot. And what was I watching? I don't know what I was watching, but somebody was having a baby, and I was trying to imagine my wife pregnant. Actually, I was trying to imagine my wife pregnant the other day. When was that? It was it could have been yesterday. We went grocery shopping yesterday, and I swear, we were in the grocery store, and I looked over at her, and I just imagined her being pregnant, and I was like, my exact thought was she would be adorable pregnant. And then I thought about the repercussions. Oh man, I don't know. I don't want to mess up her belly. that was like how my thought was. Just, oh, she'd look so beautiful pregnant. And then I immediately thought, but I don't want to mess up her belly because I love my wife's belly. It's just, she has the cutest belly. And I just don't want to be responsible for messing it up. I don't want to resent my kids because they messed up my wife's belly. I am ready to be a father. Yeah. Oh gosh, that just sounds weird to say. Oh, hey there, Brenda and Jules. Didn't see you come in. I do love my nieces and nephew. I like to spoil them, but they also like to get on my nerves. Oh goodness. They do. They do like to get on my nerves. I don't, when I hang out with my niece and nephew, nieces and nephews, oh gosh, there's so many of them. I don't know if I'm good with kids. I don't know if I can be. I feel really awkward with kids. I really do. And sometimes I think I'll just be a better uncle. Because I genuinely worry for my future kids if that ever happens. Because I have a degree of leniency, right? I have a degree of leniency towards my nieces and nephews because they're not my kids. And if they act up, I'll just kind of look around and wait for another adult to take care of that. that's usually how it goes. And if nobody's there to address it, I just leave. I don't know what to do. Because sometimes the way they talk to their mom or my sister, two in the same thing, I just want to lay the smack down on them because I wouldn't, if they were my kid, it would be no question, right? But they're not, and I don't want to overstep my authority, you know? So yeah, it's hard sometimes. And when they do and say weird things, I don't know how to respond to it. When they do and say weird things or just really dumb things, I don't know what to do. I would have the perfect baby. That's another thing that I worry about. I'll be honest. Like, I worry about like the kind of baby I would have, because people have ugly babies, right? People do. It's a normal thing. There's ugly babies. I don't care what anybody says. Some people will disagree with me, and some people will honestly agree with me. But sometimes I worry of if I have an ugly baby. I mean, it's a little bit of gambling. You know, you have a baby, you're not sure if they're going to come out like, real hostile looking. And sometimes I think about that because I see ugly babies all the time, and I'm like, I don't know what I'd do if my kid looked anything like that. I worry about the real, what's that? What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. Real shallow stuff. Real shallow stuff. But I can't think of the word. Sometimes it's okay to step in or take them aside and say things like, it's not okay to treat. Yeah, see, I didn't think of that, Sneaks, pulling them aside and be like, hey, you can't talk to your mother like that kind of thing. Well, there was only one, well, no, there was a couple times. I mean, there was a couple times where I laid down the law with both my oldest niece, and my oldest nephew. Yeah, he is the oldest. Yeah, the two older ones, and yeah. I mean, it just sometimes I just don't know what to do. Yeah, I agree, Jules. I agree. I've always heard that you can't have an ugly baby because when you have a baby, it's the most beautiful thing that you've ever seen or whatnot. Like even when objectively it's not, you still love it to death. But I still worry. I still worry about those things. I don't want to have an ugly baby. Oh, hey, Cece, good to see you. Alrighty then. I somehow managed to squeeze two people in. I thought for sure there would be no way that I could add two people in a single day for the remainder of Inktober, but I was able to add Tatiana and Andre. So, what do I know? Yes, I am drawing Tatiana and Andre today, CC. And getting to the inking. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys hear that, but my table keeps like creaking and cracking and stuff, and it's so annoying. Why does my table have to make noise? Stop. I swear, like, is something loose here or something? What the heck is going on? Oh, it's so loud. Yeah, true, Brenda. Not as loud as a drill, but to me, almost as annoying. Little noises. I don't know if anybody else like that, but little tiny noises are the ones that get on my nerves the most. Like I could almost listen to a drill over the sound of somebody else eating. I don't. There's this word. I don't know what it is. There's a word for people that cannot tolerate like little sounds. I know there's a word. I came across it a long time ago, but because I used to have this roommate when I was in the military. I lived at this base housing, which was basically just a hotel. And I had this roommate. I don't even like telling this story because I can hear him. I can hear him eating and drinking his orange juice. And it just, oh my gosh, it just makes me so angry. But every morning, like misophonia, yeah, that sounds about right. But every morning he would, like clockwork, he would wake up like 10-15 minutes before my alarm, okay? And he would make food. I can't remember what he would eat. He would eat the same thing every day and drink a glass of orange juice every single day. I think it was Spam. I think he ate Spam. He was Filipino. And if you don't know anything about Filipinos, they love Spam. But I think it was Spam and eggs. I'm almost certain. But anyway, every single morning, I'd have to wake up to the smell of Spam and eggs and then the sound of him eating it. Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez. I don't even want to continue the story. I hate this story. I think even Cece remembers me complaining about this guy. Because oh my gosh, every time I got a chance to complain about him, I would. I barely even talked to my family when I was in the military, but goodness, when I would, it would be complaining about this guy eating his Spam and eggs and drinking orange juice. I don't even understand to this day, I don't understand how somebody could drink so loudly, right? Like, he drank his orange juice so loudly, it would wake me up. Like I said, he would do this 15 minutes before my alarm clock was supposed to go off. But every morning, I would wake up to the sounds of him swallowing his orange juice. I don't understand how you can swallow so loudly. To this day, it baffles me and infuriates me. I just don't get it. And you know the worst part is? I hate I hate that it bothers me. I hate that those little sounds bother me. Like my wife eating, oh gosh, I can't stand it. I have to be eating with my wife in order to not be bothered by her eating. Oh, jeez. It's so weird. It's so weird how those little things just absolutely drive me insane. Makes zero sense. Makes no sense at all. No sense whatsoever. But those things, they will just make me so angry. So angry. And I wish that it didn't, you know? I wish I could be one of those people that, they sit in a restaurant and they're not bothered by the sounds of everyone around them eating, or their roommate making, drinking their orange juice. I've never wanted to fight somebody so bad for them drinking orange juice. Oh, someone scraping their yogurt container with their spoon. Oh gosh, the clinking. Like soup or something, soup or a bowl of cereal, and you're clinking the spoon against the glass bowl. Oh gosh. What is the opposite of ASMR? The weird whispers on YouTube. What would be the opposite of ASMR? The sounds that soothe people, which is creepy. I don't know. There needs to be an opposite for that, right? There has to be an opposite to ASMR. The sounds of annoyance. Just somebody drinking something and swallowing water. I get on my wife too about drinking water real loud. She's a loud drinker too, and I tell her every time when she's drinking water. And I've asked her, I was like, how do you do that? How do you swallow your water so loudly? Oh, hey there, Oksana. Gosh, I can't get my paper to fit on my desk in a comfortable way that lets me ink. Oh my gosh, speaking of super extra annoying sounds, because I guess that's the topic I want to stick to today. My wife and I, we went to the movies last Wednesday, which I mentioned, I think on Thursday, and we watched the new what the heck is it called? The new Zombieland movie, right? It's a comedy. It's supposed to be funny. You're supposed to laugh. Yay for laughing. Well, there was this girl that was sitting behind us that was laughing. She was laughing inappropriately, okay? Because she, when I go to the movies, I don't, even if something has to be really, really funny for me to laugh out loud, to make an actual sound, right? I'm not gonna laugh real loud and disturb other people watching the movie. It has to be really funny for me to laugh out loud. or to laugh and make noise, or whatever. And literally nothing would happen. Like nothing even remotely considered comedic in the movie would happen. And this girl would just laugh, like way too loud. She would laugh louder than everyone. I don't think she was right behind us. I think she was actually one row back. And she just constantly did it. Because Columbia Pictures? I don't know. You know those little intros for like the big movie producing companies where the lady's like holding a torch or whatever and it plays that real dramatic orchestrated music or whatever. Well, there's a little joke. I won't spoil it or anything. There's a little joke with that opening little credit thing, right, in the movie. It's random. It's funny. It's not ridiculously funny. No joke. For the first 5 minutes of this movie, she was laughing at it. For the first like 5 minutes, like it was just ridiculous. I mean, it was funny, but it wasn't laugh for 5 minutes hysterically funny. And oh gosh, it just drove me nuts. It drove me nuts. And then afterwards, like when my wife and I were talking about the movie, I was like, I wish that I could enjoy something so simple that I could laugh at it for 5 minutes. Because there was so many other parts of the movie that were not, hysterically funny. They were like goofy funny, where you go haha, or you do that exhale laugh where you're like, you just do that. It's not funny enough to warrant a whole session of laughter. But she would just laugh like crazy. And as irritating as it was, I was kind of jealous. I was like, man, I wish I could laugh that easy. I wish that I could find very simple jokes so funny that I could laugh at them for like 5 minutes, and just enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed the movie, but goodness, I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as she did. And I wish that I could have, because she seemed to be having a real good time at the expense of me. Has someone like that ever driven me out of a theater? I've had to witness a few bad movies in the movie theater, like the last Star Wars movie. But I still sat through the whole thing, and there's never been a person that has driven me out of a movie theater. If a person ever existed that they would have been enough to drive me out of a theater, that is the same exact person that would drive me crazy enough to stand up and tell them to shut up. And I would never do that. I don't have the I don't think I have that ability. Your laugh is with your smile? Maybe a little bit. I get some good chuckles in every once in a while. The last movie that I just had, like, I was just laughing like the whole time, well, what felt like the whole time, was the old Bill Murray movie, The Man Who Knew Too Little. I watched that for the first time with my wife, I think last year. I don't remember what time of the year it was or whatever, but I had never seen it before. And I always liked Bill Murray. I always found him to be, funny. Not too over the top most of the time, but we were just kind of going through Bill Murray's filmography. We watched the classic Caddyshack and Groundhog's Day and stuff, and she mentioned The Man Who Knew Too Little, and I was like, I don't recall that movie, and so we watched it, and I was laughing like crazy, pretty much the whole movie. But that was in the privacy of my own home. Okay, I can laugh as loud as I want in my own home. All right, the base inking of Andre and Tatiana is complete. So now I will just erase the rest of the graphite and finish up the inking. The Martian? I don't remember any funny parts in The Martian. I felt like that movie was pretty serious. You must have a really dark sense of humor, Marcy. A guy trapped on Mars. Maybe the book was more funny. I never read the book. I should read the book because I really really liked the movie. The Martian movie was really good. It's one of my favorite movies, I think, from 2017 or 16. Was it that old? Has it been that long? Oh, thank you, Oksana. While I erase this, let me quickly remind everybody to go pick up your Unmask family hoodies and sweatshirts. I would love to have a family portrait of us all wearing our Unmasked family hoodies. If you do pick up one or a T-shirt or whatever, post a picture so that you know so I can see it. Okie dokie. Time for the outline. A family. I thought of that. For the Unmasked family hoodie, T-shirt, whatever. Putting the family portrait on it. I did think about that. I sort of talked myself out of it simply because I can't put everybody in the family portrait. I mean, obviously, I tried to draw as many of you as I could this month, but I felt like if I put this picture on a T-shirt or a hoodie or something, I don't know. I feel like it'd make people that I wasn't able to get to kind of feel left out. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe regardless, people would still like it even if they weren't present in the photo. Yeah, Cece, you would get sister number one for sure. Oh my gosh, I am gonna burn this table to the ground. So many noises. Oh gosh, I don't know why it's bothering me so much today. I mean, I always have to deal with the creaking and cracking and junk of this table. But for some reason today it's just like so loud in my ear. It's just driving me absolutely crazy. Alrighty, everyone. That is it. Tatiana and Andre are officially complete. How many days of? Oh, Oksana, thank you so much for the super chat. I didn't even see that. Just a token of support and a bit of motivation. Well, thank you, Oksana. I truly, truly do appreciate that. Thank you. But as I was saying, they are officially complete. So now I have to go through. I have to go through and try my best to name everyone off. This is getting harder and harder with every passing day. Okay, 27, so 28, 28, 29, 30. So three more people, like bare minimum, three more people will be drawn. And I think I might be able to put three people here, maybe just two. Two people here, maybe one here or one here, something like that. Or maybe two and one, or two and one. So I might be able to do four more people, possibly. So three, maybe four more people, and then on the final day, I will put the banner down here at the bottom. Are you on here? Cece, you are not. You are not a chibi among everyone. You will have to be added. I'll draw you tomorrow. Maybe I'll draw you, Cece, and Christian. So Cece and Christian, maybe I'll add you over here, similar to how I did Tatiana and Andre. So I'll have you like behind Cece, or I'll have you behind Christian. I think I'll do that. But you won't be tugging on his ears. Anyways, I have to try to name everyone off. Lindy, Lily, Anna, Janice, Wendy, Chrissy, me, Nugget, Noodle, Grandpa Steve, Sergio, Desert Prince, Precious, Mayank, Jennifer, Matthew, Kev, Linda, Donna, Sandri, Stefania, Marcy, Brenda, Joy, Kenny, Barbara, Paulo, Ash, Jessica, Priya, Clover, Shiny, Godwater, Myra, Oksana, Mache, Shell, Mac, Gabriella, Gina, Martha, the name is right here. Oh no, I knew it. It's right here. It's like burning itself into my forehead, or burning itself into my forehead. Oh god. I can see the name because I remember the Facebook post. I can even see the picture. I can see the name. Oh no. How did I get this far? How did I get this far? I can see it. Oh, it's right there. Oh goodness. Noelani, yes, it's you. I have the hardest time pronouncing your name. I don't know why. I've said your name like 100 times now, and because I struggle to say it, I find it so much easier to forget. And oh gosh, Noelani. Oh gosh, now I'm drawing another blank because I messed up. I messed up Noelani's name. Now I'm off rhythm. Oh gosh. She asked me to draw her, and jeez. Oh no. I messed up. This is the first time. It's the first time. This is the first time I forgot someone's name. Oh, geez, I've been doing good. I've been doing good all month, and this is the first time. And now I can't remember her name. Even though I can see it in my head. Because I drew her yesterday. Right? I either drew her yesterday or Noelani. No, I drew her yesterday. Gosh darn it. Yeah, it's the squeaky desk, Diane. Noelani, you're too helpful. Yeah, it's Diane. I don't understand how I forgot. And then Andre and Tatiana. I have to do this over. I have to do this over. I can't believe it. Oh gosh. I made it 27 days. I made it 27 days, didn't forget anybody's name. Like, I was on top of this. I knew everyone's name perfectly. I could even do it from memory without even looking at the picture. That's going to be the real test after I finish putting everyone in. Okay, Lindy, Lily, Anna, Janice, Wendy, Chrissy, me, Nugget, Noodle, Steve, Sergio, Desert Prince, Precious, Mayang, Jennifer, Matthew, Kev, Donna, Linda, Donna, Sandri, Stefania, Marcy, Brenda, Joy, Kenny, Barbara, Paulo, Ash, Jessica, Priya, Clover, Shiny, Gobbler, Myra, Oksana, Mache, Shell, Mac, Gabriella, Gina, Martha, Noelani, Diane, Andre, Tatiana. Okay, all right. Now I'll do it one more time. This cannot happen again. This cannot happen again. All right. Lindy, Lily, Anna, Janice, Wendy, Chrissy, me, Nugget, Noodle, Steve, Sergio, Desert Prince, Precious, Mayang, Jennifer, Matthew, Kev, Linda, Donna, Sandri, Stefania, Marcy, Joy, or Brenda, Joy, Kenny, Barbara, Paulo, Ash, Jessica, Priya, Clover, Shiny, Gobbler, Myra, Oksana, Mache, Shell, Mac, Gabriella, Gina, Martha, Noelani, Diane, Andre, Tatiana. There, I got it. Okay. Oh gosh, it's so many names. I honestly, I can't even believe that I made it 27 days. Man, I really let myself down though. Like, I forgot Noelani and Diane. That's just disgraceful. You guys should just unsubscribe from my channel. Oksana, take your super chat back. I don't deserve it. All right, everyone. Yeah, with that minor hiccup there, I am going to call it done for today. So thank you guys so much for coming by and hanging out. I'll see you again tomorrow, so don't worry. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Peace.